Okay, party people. So what we're going to do now is, so here's the title of my first audiobook showing on the first label. And each of these is an individual label, so if I go to this one, it's Anansi and the Talking Melon. I don't want to edit each one at a time, I want to edit them all. So I'm going to go to this tab. Then once I'm at this tab, I'm going to click on this title, and I'm going to shrink it up a little so there's some space for the sorry, not the URL, but for the QR code that's going to go over here. So that's a little bit further over to the side. You can leave it like that, or if you feel the need to get fancy like I sometimes do, you can go ahead and choose center your text. Oopsies. Guess that would help if I actually have my text when I center it. That didn't work out so well. Let's see. Okay. And then you can even do this alignment thing where you align it in the middle. And I'm going to try that out. I'm not really sure it's going to do a whole lot. I might kind of tighten this up a little. I happen to know that Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day is one of the longest titles that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this one, and I'm also going to make it a little bit bigger so that it kind of fills up the space. So here I go. I'm going to go ahead and choose, and let's see what size 14 does. A little too big, I would say. So let's try 13? Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now, hopefully, if I've done this right, all of these other titles should have changed as well, getting a little bit bigger and a little bit more centered. And it's not perfect, but it's not too bad. So now what I want to do is I want to get a QR code over in this area. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to go over here and look at this lovely section here where it says QR and barcodes. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to say that I want to add a barcode, which is not really true, but I want to add a QR code, and I guess that's kind of what it means in general. It already has as the default QR code, and it has the code type a URL, which is what we're going to be linking the QR code to anyway. We don't want to link to just one specific URL, because on every single one, we want to have different ones for each one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Merge. Here we go. And remember that QR code contents section that of merge data that we didn't use before? Now we're actually going to take that. Those are actually your URLs. You're going to grab it, click and drag, pull it over to this section, drop it in there. Oh, didn't work. Let's try that again. Maybe it did work. Ah, it did. How silly of me. All right. So it actually says QR code content, so I was expecting a little bit more, I don't know, something je ne sais quoi. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to reload it so that it shows what an actual sample QR code is going to look like. And there it is. And now I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. And look at that! There's my QR code. So I'm going to pull that over here and kind of make it a little bit bigger so it uses up the space. But I know I don't really trust Avery, so I don't want to have it right up by the edge because I don't want that to get cut off when I do my printing, because that would really stink. So I'm going to put it not quite up by the edge, but a little bit bigger, and then you'll see that all of my other ones also got a little bit bigger. And if you look kind of closely at this one and it's the way that it looks, and you click on this one, you'll see that the QR codes are definitely unique for each of these. So hooray, that means we did a good job, and we get to preview and print.